Good morning, Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Got what should be another good video for you today. First thing, here early this morning, we're gonna go get some steers loaded out. Got to haul a couple to the processor. Then we're gotta hustle back to the office, get some things done there before we get back home, and get some more stuff done this afternoon, which we do have a variety of things on the to-do list. But appreciate y'all watching. Just take a split second, give the video a thumbs up. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, we really appreciate that too. But let's get after it. Good deal. These four boys all came in here. Spent the night. Nope, I'm gonna shut the gate. If I can do it with one hand. They always get so excited about having a new, fresh place to come and hang out and whatnot. Hey up! Oh boy. Going on, boy. Turn around, get on up in there. Yo, hey up. Hey up, hey up. Get on up there, big boy. All right, one down, one to go. No. Yeah, you get back off here. All right, go on, boys. Okay, not exactly textbook. Had 3 load, but got the one off we wanted off. Got 2 loaded. Get the rest of these fed and get ready to get on the road. Flat tire on the trailer. Very annoying. Blowing up. I hope it'll just take it. I was afraid to even pull up there to the compressor, so our engine flat pancake. Just taking air. We're in good shape. Always frustrating around the farm. You have equipment you haven't been using regularly, which we actually have been using this trailer regularly. You got to use it with the tire flat. Got that tire aired up. Thankfully it hadn't broken down completely off the rim. Got the other tires checked. It should be good to go. Well, good afternoon now. We made it home from work about 1 o'clock. As you may be able to tell, it's starting to rain. So big shocker, it's raining again. We were just starting to dry up just a little where we could start getting some stuff done. And yeah, looking at the radar, looks like it's probably going to be some pretty heavy rain here this afternoon. So most of what we wanted to do is kind of going to be affected by that, but we need to clean up. You can see things just kind of a mess. We got all these weeds at Buttercup that we hate, just junk laying around everywhere. My baby girl's birthday is in 2 days. Party this weekend. She wants to have ponies, rides and stuff, haul her friends over, kind of a barn party. So, of course, my wife is on me. You gotta get it cleaned up. I was like, I agree. You know, it's long been overdue. And of course, the only day I have between now and Sunday afternoon to get anything done is these next few hours, and it looks like it's about to set into raining. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get it done, but we'll figure out a way. Second day in a row, this front tire on the side-by-side has been flat. And I now see it's coming right there, right on the S in the sidewall. She's cracked, she's split. So I think she's probably about used up. I guess it was actually 2 days ago I aired it up, because I didn't even get back there to check on the cows yesterday, which is becoming a troubling trend. But yeah, I aired it up. By the time I got back to the barn, it was flat again. So like, So I aired it up again just now, hoping I was just gonna pull a nail or a big thorn out of the tire, something we could plug. But now, looks like a good rainy day project maybe. Getting that pulled off of there and taking it to the tire shop, see if they can get me another one ordered. Or maybe even just go ahead and call them, see if they can get one ordered. And yeah, it's been a tire day. Flat tires on the trailer, flat tires on the Pioneer, flat tires everywhere. Our friend number 503, who has a habit of getting out in the wrong pasture, is once again out and in the wrong pasture. So we'll watch her do her trick. She's gonna pick a spot and just jump back in, if she does like usual. Hey, whoa. Yep, that's our trick. Jumps right back in. So Yeah, she's on the bad list. She kind of stays there. We're going to need very, very, very little excuse to get rid of her. You know, probably I'll just get rid of her anyway, whether she breeds back or not. But yeah, she had done it right here before, so we pulled that wire kind of tight. Of course, she just does it again. But we're not gonna have long between these rain showers. I'm gonna tack that back up right around because most of them are on the other side of the creek anyway. But she's back where she should be for now. But as I noticed, just because I can see parts of this pasture from the house, she's been in that pasture a couple of times in the last week. She's just really getting on my last nerve when it comes to that. Only cow in the herd that does it. And so yeah, the simple solution is get rid of her. A prime example of why we have to get back here to check these animals daily. See calves over there, which I'm glad they are up here, not wanting to cross the creek. She is stuck. That's a stunted, kind of half-grown cow that we had raised as a bottle calf. I'm trying to think, 7 or 8 years ago. Named her Nola. She was born on Fat Tuesday. She's stuck there. She's not really in distress. I don't know how long she's been there. Doesn't look like a terribly long time. We got to get her out of there. I don't know why. Yeah, the creek where they're trying to go up, it's equally as muddy right here. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna avoid. I feel pretty good about getting her out of there right now, but I don't know how we're gonna avoid this for in the future, because that's troubling. Because we have to use this pasture. Thankfully, these calves are smart enough. Cows heard me over there whenever I was running that cow back in, and all came running over there. Thankfully, calves did not try to follow. H14 is not calved. She was one of the main ones we want to look at, but I'm thinking, well, I'll show you what we're gonna do, at least in theory. So what I have and what I want to try to use is a hip lift. If you've been around cows, you know what this is. You know it's never a good thing when you pull it out, because it means you've got some sort of major trouble. The good news in this situation is, I feel like you get her out of there, she should be fine. I don't think she's been there so long to just be, you know, deathly exhausted. That is sometimes an issue. You know, as I look at it, it may be better to come at her from the other side of the creek. I really don't know, just because the bank really drops off right here and it's a good distance to her. I can probably actually back down that other side and get a little closer. I think I'm gonna talk myself into that. And then it's gonna be an easier problem here. Like, as I pull her out, I don't want to drag her up here, but if she's 400 or 500 pounds, she's much bigger than I can physically move, and I don't want to again drag her side by side. If I can just get her into the water, there's solid ground there. I don't know. I mean, we cross right here with the horse all the time too. I've never seen it get this bad soft. I mean, it's the creek, so it's always wet and muddy there. I don't know if it's just because of so much rain, it's softer than normal, but it's not a good situation, and I really worry about it going forward too, this potentially happening again. But we can stand here and talk about it, or we can try to fix it. But yeah, I think we're gonna come around from the other side. I think that's gonna be better for all parties involved. Probably about to get wet. Even with the knee boots on, that water is gonna be probably deeper than they're gonna keep me dry from. But see if we can get this situated on her hips, and I don't know, my chain may be long enough, because I'm not gonna have to pull her very far at all to get her free. You do worry about those legs being down in there. You know, you'd really like to, if you can get close enough to her with a tractor, just to pick her straight up. That's just not going, you know, there's nothing. You need something like a telehandler or something you could really reach out there, and we don't have anything like that. We just need to get her out of there. So we're gonna get to work on it. Sadie enjoying a swim, oblivious to the bigger issues at hand. Easy, baby. All right, baby. I was smart. I would have brought the chain with me. Yeah, thinking I only needed one chain was crazy. Two is still barely enough. So, we'll see. I don't want to pull any harder than we have to. Yeah, just trying to think, is there any other way to do it? Yeah, in a perfect world, you'd have a way to get a front end loader or something over the top of her and just pick straight up. We're just gonna take it slow and easy. Hip lift definitely better than putting anything around her neck. That would be a terrible idea. We're just gonna have to see. All right, baby, I'm gonna need you to help me now. Hold on, do not try to go that way. Do not try to go that way. Hope I don't need it anymore. No, do not try to do that way. You got to go that way. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take your time. Like I said, don't mean to hate on her, but she's not exactly a fine specimen of an animal. She was a bottle calf that we rescued off another farm. No, don't you try to go that way. Had just an absolutely horrible mother that abandoned her. And she just never grew. Like, she quit growing at about half size. She just needs to rest for a minute. She no doubt had been struggling there. Didn't look like for very long, but I know she's got to be just extremely fatigued. And yeah, it's a good example. I know we'll probably have some haters on this video. Oh, you know, whatever. Yeah, keyboard cowboys telling us how we should have done it, or how we shouldn't be raising cattle anyway. This animal offers absolutely zero financially to this operation. She is a pet. She can't breed. You wouldn't breed her even if she could breed. A, because she's just, again, cover your ears. Not a genetic specimen you would ever want to, you know, propagate, you know, and further pass on. And two, she's just so small. Like, she couldn't have a calf even if you couldn't have a normal delivery, even if she could get pregnant. I mean, she's a pet. She's our mascot. I've threatened to, or not threatened, but I've always been tempted to take her to the other farm with the stocker steers, especially when we have just a big new group come in, because she is just puppy dog gentle. She'll follow a feed bucket anywhere, just to kind of help be a kind of a calming influence on them. But we never have done that, obviously. But I'm gonna put the camera back down over here, see if I can get her. Because the creek bed, I mean, it's rock solid there where she's standing, but it goes from, yeah, just being rock solid, you can see the bottom right now, to obviously about like quicksand. Before I started filming, there was another cow over here, and thankfully a full-size cow, so she didn't get stuck, but I mean, she was sunk up to her belly. But yeah, about to quit talking and see if I can help her out. See if I can set the camera up where you can watch. But the one-man show, I can't always film absolutely everything that I would like to. You've got to go that way. I know you don't understand. You've got to go that way. Get your feet under you. All right, now just stand there for a minute. Get your blood flowing out. Do not try to go this way. No. You can see her just quivering there. No, you cannot try to go this way. I know she doesn't understand, but that bank over there is gonna be so much easier to go up. I see it in cows that get down all the time where feed her up underneath them or whatever for a while. You got to get them back upright, get all the blood flowing. And you can keep them standing normally for a little while. They'll get your strength back and they'll go on. That's really why I think she would just stand here for a minute and she'd be in good shape. But every time she's tried to take off, she's tried to go this way, which is, it's a good 20 feet of just a muddy gauntlet before she even gets to that bank. She would never make it. Over here, much more solid ground. It's a little steeper getting out, but she can go this way. She ain't gonna be able to go that way. I finally got her pointed this direction. I want to give her a moment. You can see there's a bunch of gravel in here. That's pretty solid ground there. But best I can figure what the problem is, I mean, I guess it's not rocket science. I mean, obviously the creek bottom is rock. It's hard, you know, it's concrete nearly. But where that bank over there has slowly been, you know, washing and caving off, obviously that's all just fresh mud, soil, probably 2-3 feet deep. They have to walk probably 15-20 feet of it to get over there to the bank where they're going up. And it's just not a good option. She started to take a step there. Ease up there. I know you don't trust it, but come on, there you go. There you go, big girl. Slow and easy. Slow and steady wins the race. Easy does it, girl. She's just exhausted. Easy does it, girl. Stop for a snack. That's fine. And not to keep hating on her, but as you look at her, I'm like, my gosh, this is gonna be the featured animal in this video. And she's, you know, her she's got about half her ears because they were frozen off, along with part of her tail. You know, again, when she was a calf, before we even, you know, came in possession of her. You know, she's half grown. She's got this woolly, wiry hair, but I mean, she's Nola. We raised her from a bottle calf. We're never gonna get rid of her. She's actually Woolly Bear, who's almost the same color as her, just kind of a dark brownish gray color. Same age, like I think Woolly Bear is actually 2 days younger. And Woolly Bear grew off, and when she came out of a good cow, just I think her mother died. Same situation, we kind of adopted her. You know, because people don't like the pain in the butt of dealing with bottle calves. I was young. I think my daughter was 1 or 2 years old when it happened, so that means they're 6 or 7. Yeah, because my daughter's gonna be 8 in 2 days. But anyway, we're just gonna give her time. We're not in any rush. The rain is, it's mostly holding off, just sprinkling for now. 2, we're gonna give her an antibiotic. I did think about that when I went back to get stuff. The way she's been laying there, I don't know that she really aspirated much, but we wanna just play it safe. Be sure we're covered if she were to try to get a pneumonia. If you wait till the signs are apparent of pneumonia, it's too late typically. But another thing, like you think, well, my gosh, it's about to rain. She would have drowned, you know, if it had really rained. I don't know. The creek doesn't rise that much, again, because the water level is controlled by the lake, just maybe a 1/4 mile that way. So there's not much runoff between here and there to make the water really rise. I have seen the creek get really, really high. It would have been more than enough, but that's usually when we get like torrential, you know, rainfalls. Hope we're not getting it that this afternoon. But she probably wasn't really at risk of that. It's just she would have eventually gotten fatigued, and you probably would have laid down, you know, enough where she would have, you know, aspirated. There's a cough as we talk about it, but I might go up and grab that while she's right here, kind of captive. Give that to her while we wait on her to get up the bank. All right, go ahead. I'll gladly not give you the antibiotic yet if you're going up the hill. Well, looky there. Now it may be a challenge to get the antibiotic in her. Come on, babe. Yep. Moving target. Okay, we're gonna stop filming. I'm just simply giving this antibiotic because it's hard enough doing it one-handed. Or I should say hard enough to do it two-handed, much less one-handed while I film. Okay, so I expect her to be just fine. And again, that's the reason, like number 6,275, why we really got to put eyes on these animals every day. I did not yesterday. Thank God, yeah, this didn't happen, you know, a day earlier, or I don't know that she would have survived staying there that long. But yeah, she's just weak right now. She's moseying off there. I expect her to be fine. We'll see over the coming days. Yeah, much more exciting afternoon than I was expecting. Just cleaning up around the barn. I'm glad the rain held off, because we were going to wait until the rain kind of passed till we rode back here. And now, my wife's not going to let me in the house. Thought for a minute or two there, I was like, because I didn't know how deep that mud was, I was like, I'm going to have to strip down to my underwear. So thankfully for our audience, you did not have to witness me doing that. But I was close enough to having to do it that I thought to myself, like, yeah, I did put on clean underwear this morning. So, but anyway, I spared you from that trauma. Decided, rain kind of just, I mean, it's been raining off and on, but it's holding off for the most part. Rode down here, look at these stocker steers. Weather kind of has them wanting to lay and lounge around, so we can get all them to come out of the thickets and follow us up to the bunks and get a head count on them. But it's been a kind of roller coaster today. Had a terrible morning at work today, just dealing with people. You know, out here dealing with Mother Nature, now we complain about the animals. They do stupid stuff like get stuck in the mud in the creek in a spot they never should have been in. We definitely complain about the weather, but good Lord, I'll take Mother Nature any day over human nature. And I say that like 95% of the people I deal with on a daily basis, whether it's my employees or the clients, are great, but it's those few, that 1 out of 20, that's just a jerk. We'll keep this PG. It ruins your day. So it's nice to get out here. Nice that we had at least an initial happy ending there with Nola. I think she's going to be just fine, but get to do something rewarding like that, get her out of a bad situation. At the end of the day, we'll lay our head on our pillow and say, you know what, today overall was a good day. But don't mean to get philosophical on you or anything, but did not have a good morning. But it's getting better, and it looks like most of these are coming on out, so hopefully, yeah, nobody's stuck in the mud anywhere. As you can see, the rain has kind of set in now. Who knows, it may kind of blow on through, but kind of washed out the rest of our afternoon as far as doing anything outdoors. Kind of done what we can do under the roof as far as cleaning up. Maybe get a weed eater, get all this mowed down, clean up a little more stuff out there. But tire shop, so they could get these tires, so got one wheel off, gonna get that other one knocked off there, drop those off the tire shop in the morning, let them mount the new tires, and then get them slapped on here by tomorrow afternoon before we have to check them again. Got a lot more done today than I thought, or I guess I should say, ended up having to do a lot more different things today than what we thought. Obviously, getting Nola out of that muddy mess, rescuing her, turned out to be the biggest thing I had to do. Yeah, it's always frustrating when we come up on stuff like that. It kind of totally takes up, which, I don't know, we spent maybe 45 minutes to an hour on that total from the time we found her. We got all our stuff gathered and got her out and, you know, up and on her way. But I guess it makes for better content. I feel like we do a better job of, in my old days, you know, a year ago, I would have just set the camera aside and said, I'm not even filming this. I just want to get the problem solved. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna get these wheels thrown in the back of the truck, be ready to drop them off in the morning, get those tires replaced, get inside. It's gonna be time to go get the kids. Good rainy afternoon, just hang out inside with the kids until it's time to get a little supper ready. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all remember, eat beef and God bless.